Small minority, but great people nonetheless. And I wasn't really sure what Relay for Life is, wasn't sure why I was coming here. I was forced by a soft. How many of you here, your soft told you you're going to have a good time? That's what softs are supposed to do, and don't worry, you're in good hands, you're going to have a great time. So I was relaying because I didn't want to have a reason to relay. I wanted to come here and raise money so that I would never have to see someone I love go through something like cancer. So my second year rolled around, and relay came again. And I was relaying for a different reason. I was relaying for my grandfather, who had just recently been diagnosed with bladder cancer that had spread to his liver. Things were good at this point. The story is still happy. He was at a good point. He was told that he could return to his normal life. He could go back to golfing, swimming. He was active. He was young. So I was relaying to say thank you. Thank you to people like you who had gotten him to that point. Then, third year rolled around, exactly a year ago. And I was relaying for just a few more days. A week after Relay for Life last year, my grandfather passed away, and it was devastating. But I look at all of you, and in my fourth Relay for Life, I thank you so much, because people like you are going to make sure that no granddaughter has to go through that again. No family has to watch someone they love, or a friend, or even someone you don't know. You're doing this so that they don't have to experience what I've experienced, or I'm sure many of you, unfortunately, have experienced. So, this Relay for Life is so that we can celebrate. We can celebrate the wonderful people. We can remember those who have lost their battle, and we can fight back so that we don't ever have to watch anyone go through something like that again. So, without further ado, on a more positive note, I want to thank you again, and I want to welcome Emily and Taylor, this year's Relay for Life coordinators. We'll talk more about them later, probably around like 6:30 a.m. when you're a little bit more delusional and delirious. But while I can remember, thank you guys. They're going to tell you guys what is in store for you tonight. They have planned an amazing, amazing event. So, Taylor and Emily.
Thank you. So first and foremost, thank you to each and every one of you to come out tonight. Even if you're not staying the whole night, I know there's a lot of you who may have exams or papers or stuff to do, and by all means, just showing up now is the biggest appreciation in itself, so thank you. I guess the rundown of what's going on tonight, I'll give you kind of a breakdown of the options you have. In the spoke will be the focus of the musical acts, I guess, musical acts, poetry, maybe a little beatboxing, stuff like that. And Marble Slab will be coming, Pizza will be coming. In the Mustang Lounge, we have what's called the Defender Dome, and if you haven't seen it already, please do check it out, because it's pretty much an enclosed, inflated dodgeball arena. Right? So that's going to be a hit. Just so you guys know now, there are helmets, and it's kind of mandatory that you wear them. 4 people in at a time. If you want to go in and just jump around, then don't worry about the helmets. In the smaller part of the lounge, we're going to have a gaming area, so you guys can check that out as well. Or you can just hang out with your teammates at your campsites, read, tell